And we are back in the African Warriors Fighting Championship arena. Round 1, let's go. Two serious fighters, Sani and Maciji, facing off against Dogon Karkana. Karkana in the red, Maciji in the green. So both fighters strong stances to start with in the center of the arena, watching each other, stalking each other like two lions on the savannah. Dogon Karkana, known for being big, tall, strong, as you can see, huge frame, all muscle. Maciji, slightly smaller but equally tall, equally long. So we have two titans, and Karkana opens up with a big straight punch. I've always loved watching the way Karkana throws his punches. He throws them very straight, doesn't swing too much, just throws a straight punch down the middle, and it's stiff and strong. Comes forward again, just as more punches from Karkana, sends his opponent reeling out of the arena. Does not count as a knockdown, but it just demonstrates the power that the man in the red has. Maciji really needs to work out how he's going to approach this. I think he needs to think about movement to the side, lateral movement. You don't want to move back when you have this big, huge man in front of you. So here we just have the replay. Here we have Karkana just coming in with those big straight punches. Maciji just moving straight back, tripping over on the side. But as I said, lateral movement, left, right, not necessarily straight back, I think is the key when you're fighting such a big, powerful opponent who's coming forward with almost train-like power. So we just have Maciji in the corner, just taking some instruction. As you can see, Maciji is not a small guy either. Look at him, he's tall, he's big. Not as much muscle on the frame as Dogon Karkana, but he's no small boy, as they would say. Karkana. So we're just back now, ready to get cracking, round 2. So both fighters in the center of the arena again. Dogon Karkana, very powerful as I mentioned, so just coming forward. Good shot there lands from Maciji. Another one as well. So Maciji showing that if you're going to come forward, I'm going to punch you. Dogon Karkana is still coming forward though. Both men clinch momentarily, separate. Both fighters are in this fight. I love that counter punching we just saw from Maciji. There he throws a punch. So he needs to really time his moments, move back when Karkana comes forward and land a shot. Use Karkana's momentum against him. Big shot there lands for Karkana. Maciji throws a punch back. Karkana coming forward lands another heavy shot. He's just bullying Maciji. He's just intimidating him, pushing him out of the arena. But to be fair, Machiji's still in this fight, still wants to go. And with that, that's the end of the round. So here we have Karkana again, coming forward. There's a big shot there from Maciji which lands. So just showing that you can't get reckless. Yeah, you're the bigger guy, but equally you're fighting a fighter as well. Karkana with some punches, close range. Throwing his own punches. Both men just clash like two rams, two bulls, both coming forward. Dogon Karkana, the big man made of steel. And a very nice, humble guy if you speak to him actually. Yeah, I've had the pleasure of doing that a few times. We're back, round 3. So who is going to make their presence known in this final round? Can Dogon Karkana steamroll Maciji? Can Maciji show the big man that he will not be intimidated? Really work on his counter-punching game, which you've seen flashes of brilliance with in this fight. With that said, Maciji comes forward, they clinch up briefly, they're separated. But man, just watching each other, eyeing each other. Karkana just inching forward, leaping forward. What a scary sight. Imagine that man coming forward straight at you with this big hand trying to take your head off. Maciji looking comfortable, looking confident. I would love to see a kick from Dogon Karkana. Machiji's head placement, I think, opens him up for a kick. He should make those long legs work. Back, a roundhouse from that back leg could be perfect at this situation. Both men still just eyeing each other. I think Maciji is very aware of the power that he's facing. Karkana also has a level of respect, I think, for his opponent. So both men are quite content, just, slowly observing. I always say Dambe is like you're waiting for a bomb to go off sometimes. You're watching the fights, you're watching the ebbs, the flows, the back, the forth, and then boom, it happens. And sometimes it doesn't happen, but such is life. And with that is the end of the fight. So here we have Maciji coming forward with his own shot, Karkana just clinching him up. Ref comes in and separates them. He would just have some feint, some movement from Karkana. Maciji doing very well to get out of the way, to evade evasive movement, very important when you're facing an opponent that carries the power that Dogon Karkana carries. And with that, we have a draw. Both fighters represented themselves well. Hopefully you'll see it again.